The Nomad Thrower Yo-Yo Archives. Got it. Alright, so I'm excited to finally give you the whole tutorial on Wilden Wannabe. The original tutorial by Kowalski was in really poor quality. It's hard to see it. This Lancashire part alone is pretty difficult to figure out. I had to do that again. So, but it's in high definition, so this is hopefully going to be the ultimate tutorial on this trick. We're going to try to learn his other tricks. So you're probably going to need a tool for getting out knots for this trick. This is my secret. I don't really tell anybody about this, but look at this. Get a sim tool. You can keep it on your keychain, and this is a great way to pick out knots. Make sure your string tension is neutral. I highly recommend using a D-bearing for this trick because it's very zippy. It just really complements this trick. I'm using the H-spin. Anyway, make sure your string tension is neutral. We're going to get to a traditional Houdini mount with our thumb in the mount. And we're going to pop up and do a Ouija bell motion over our non-throw hand middle finger and roll toward our non-throw hand, and we're in an under mount. And all we're doing is just, we're just doing a Houdini, and we're getting it to an under mount. That's all we're doing. But the Ouija bell motion is just adding an extra step. And then we're going to open up this bucket with our index and thumb. We're going to swing it through the bucket like that. And then once you go through the bucket, you want to keep your non-throw hand index curled in. And we're going to go over our middle finger onto that front string and then dismount. And rather than go over our throw hand index, we just want to come from under and over the same string, like so. We have this. And then we drop the middle finger, and we're in a 1.5 GT. Keep that index curled in. Go over that middle finger, dismount, and then you're just going to come under and over this string, like that. Dropping the middle finger, and you're in a GT, 1.5 GT. Hop out the front and go back into a mini trapeze. Dismount over your middle finger, and you're going to come from under this bucket here, over the string, and you want to land on this string like that, and then just hook your non-throw hand index down. It'll look like that, and you want to pop it out the front, and then uncurl that middle finger, and then it's sandwiched between the index and middle finger. You're just going to go back into a trapeze, and then you want to pinch this string with your middle finger and index on your throw hand side, drop your non-throw hand thumb, and you get this slack. You want to Now, it's perfectly okay to land on both strings as I just did. I think it still counts. It's a little easier. Once again, here's the slack part. Here's a different angle. It's going to really help show the slack part. And once again, once I'm in that 1.5 GT, I don't have to do the curl on my non-throw hand side. And I can land on the front string or both strings. It doesn't really matter. And then I'm just uncurling. And here's the slack part. So I'm connecting my index and my middle finger on my throw hand side. Thumb's coming toward me. I'm dropping my non-throw hand thumb. And I'm just slacking it. You want to make sure the yo-yo stays on the string, and we're going to slack through the yo-yo above it, and then re-catch it with an underhand thumb, and then make sure that this string hits the side of the yo-yo, the gap, and then drop your throw-hand index and let it just fall in there. If you drop it, it's like a red triangle. All right, guys, we're almost done with the trick. Hopefully you're understanding it okay. All right, so once you do the slack part, you're going to come from behind and perform an underpass, and then you want to hop out the front, and then it's going to swing toward your non-throw-hand side. You want to drop your non-throw-hand thumb, and you're going to insert your non-throw-hand thumb where your index is right here, and you want to land on the front string, and then you want to perform the slack aside part. I actually did it pretty good. And it's going to come around your throw hand, and as soon as it reaches the side of your hand, you let go of the slack with your non-throw hand, and you re-catch it.